Welcome to the first episode. Today we're going to be telling each other news articles that we have picked. We don't know what the other one picked.
Tell that lie. You know what I picked and you've been dying to hear it.
Well, I know the thing, but I don't know the detail.
Okay. So the head.
I thought I was
What?
going first.
You can go first. You go first.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay. Mine is about Utah murder-suicide. In September of 2014, a Utah teen returned to his home to find his parents and 3 siblings dead. In a notebook, a to-do list had been scribbled on the pages. The list looked as if the parents were ready to go on vacation. They had items such as feed the pets, find someone to watch after the house, were written. The Salt Lake Tribune reported. It appeared to be murder-suicide, but there was no suicide note. No prior indication that they would do this, no explanation. Police could not figure out why 2 parents would kill themselves and 3 of their 4 children. Alright, so they have 4 children, but only killed 3.
Yeah, that 4th one was lucky. He was out doing whatever he was doing.
For a year, no one knew exactly what happened to the family or what would drive the parents to do something so unthinkable. In January, police released more chilling details in the case. This gets crazy. According to accounts from family members, an investigation by police, the parents were driven by a belief that the apocalypse was coming and an obsession with a convicted killer.
The apocalypse?
Yes, they thought the end of the world was coming.
What is this? The Antichrist? What?
I don't know.
Is that the
Okay, so I was like, so friends and family told police that the parents were worried about the evil in the world and wanted to escape a pending apocalypse. 2014. Wasn't that when, no, I feel like that's when some kind of something happened and everybody really thought
that was 2012.
Was that 2012?
Where everybody thought the world was about to end and they called it Doomsday and all that.
Was that 2012?
They made a movie about it. That was 2012.
Oh, I don't know. Anyhow.
2014 was when the clowns were chasing everybody, I think. No, that was 16.
Oh, when they were standing out in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
But most assumed they just wanted to move somewhere off the grid. Investigators also found letters written by Cris to one of the state's most infamous convicted killers, Dan. Huh?
Infamous.
No, infamous.
But it's pronounced infamous.
Right there.
Yeah, honey, infamous.
Oh, infamous.
I'm sorry. Keep telling your story.
Dan, how do you say his last name?
Lafferty?
Do you know who that is? He's a convicted killer.
If Bailey Sarian didn't talk about him, then I don't know.
He was convicted in the 1984 fatal stabbing of his sister-in-law and her 1-year-old daughter.
What?
According to testimony, he killed the victims at the order of his brother. So what? His brother got him to kill his own family, who claimed to have had a revelation from God.
Schizophrenia.
Oh, this story actually became a book called Under the Banner of Heaven. Yeah, so... Yeah.
Ghost, look that up right now.
Oh, so the family, the parents that killed the kids and everything, they actually went to prison and visited this guy, in prison. So they were real connection with this man.
That's wild. They made a show.
Under the Banner of Heaven. Oh.
So there's a show and a book.
I didn't know that. We might have to watch that.
It's on Disney. It's on Disney.
Oh, like stuff like that's not supposed to be on Disney.
They got Family Guy on there, so I don't know.
Oh, and they have oh my gosh, what's the other show? The blind guy, and he can fight really good.
Daredevil.
That on there, that is not kid friendly.
No, but it's Marvel. So they have Deadpool and Wolverine on there.
Okay, yeah. That was the end of my story.
That was it?
Yeah, that's what happened. Parents saw the end of the world was happening, and then they killed their kids and themselves. But it doesn't say why they kept the other kid alive. You know, that makes you wonder.
He's
no,
doomed.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so they thought the end of the world was happening. So they take all of each other out, right?
Yeah.
But then they leave that one kid. What did that one kid do if they thought the end of the world was happening? That they thought he had to stay back and go through all that.
He's probably gay. And so they were like,
I don't know about that. Okay, your turn. I want to know what happened to the man.
Nothing more to add to that. You know what it sounds like, though? It sounds like the Heaven's Gate cult.
Why ain't that what the thing's called?
Your story, it sounded like the Heaven's Gate cult. No, Under the Banner of Heaven, completely different. I don't know what all that's about. But the Heaven's Gate cult was a cult where this guy had all these people a part of it just for them to drink a bunch of poison and take their own juice because it would get them into heaven before the rapture
it's
came.
like a Riverdale thing. Have you seen Riverdale?
I saw the first season, but only because that guy was in it.
It got odd.
I only watched it for that guy, and that was it. It wasn't that interesting to me. I mean, sorry, but it just wasn't. The fans for that show are insane. They are die
To me,
hard.
it started off good, but then it just got really odd. And I really feel like they were trying to tie it in with Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I was about to say, I loved Sabrina. I loved the first 2 seasons of that. And then
I like that whole thing. That was good. I liked it a lot.
No, it got odd. Now I'm saying it. Odd.
Odd.
Okay, so mine is a wife took 8 months to find missing husband's mummified corpse in their hoarder house that smelled like sewer. Discovered him hanged in bedroom closet while looking for Christmas decorations.
Oh, he hung himself. I'm just saying, but if he hung himself, well, I mean, nobody do that. But and then they literally took his own wife 8 months to even find him. That's kind of sad.
It gets sadder. Thank you.
And it was because she was looking for Christmas decorations.
She thought this man was missing, is the wild part. But an Illinois wife, is it Illinois or Illinois? Illinois. An Illinois wife found the mummified corpse of her husband buried in a closet at their home 8 months after she reported him missing. Richard Mage?
There's no way you don't smell that.
Well, hold on, they get into that. Richard Mage, 53, was first reported missing on April 27th, 2022. The police searched the home he shared with his wife, Jennifer, in Troy at least twice to try and find him. Both times, cops reported smelling a sewer-like smell inside the home, which they described as a hoarder home.
Oh, so it was just so bad they couldn't search it or walk around or nothing.
So, really all they could do was, a surface scan. They couldn't, start pulling stuff out. It wasn't until December 11th, 8 months after Richard's disappearance, that Jennifer stumbled upon his body while looking for Christmas decorations, hanging in a rarely visited concealed storage area inside a closet in the bedroom. Coroners released a report on Thursday indicating that Richard had died by suicide and that his body had passed the stage of decomposition and became mummified by the time he was discovered. The police coroner told KTV1, mummified bodies don't give off odors, which is why they helped Richard go undiscovered for so long.
That is sad.
But it made me think, that show Hoarders.
Mm-hmm.
I watch it more than I should.
That's a show I cannot watch while eating.
I watch it more than I should because it encourages me to clean. No. And our house our house is clean. Like, our house is really clean. When I watch that show and I'll see a speck of dust and I go, like, that's it. But that show, could you imagine, what if they have a body somewhere in there and they don't even know it?
You know what makes me think of them? Well, this is bad to say. But in the show, they have like rats and all kinds of stuff. Like, if you have a body in your house for that long, how's the rat not eating it?
I assume they would be.
Oh.
Animals will eat bodies. They'll just straight up eat a body.
Well, yeah.
Like, there's this famous guy who died a while ago. Like, they found him and his wife in the home, and his wife was more decomposed than he was. It was so weird. They said that they both died at the same time by natural causes, which was so weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
But they both died in the home, and one of their dogs died too. But they
killed a dog?
No, the dog was just locked in a cage, and it never got out because they both died.
That's
sad. And there were other dogs that, like, they had 2 other dogs that were still roaming free, and they were eating them before they were found.
I think that's really not their fault because they're hungry.
No, it's not. But that entire thing is so weird to me because how was one more decomposed than the other, but they died at the same time?
I don't know.
And they said that there was no foul play, as far as I'm aware.
I don't know.
So I don't understand it. I do not understand it.
That doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been keeping up with the Karen Reed trial?
Who is that? Is that the lady that's been like all over TikTok and they're like showing her and she's walking out of the courthouse? And...
I don't know if that's her because I have not been watching the trial. But
what's her name?
Karen Reed. It's spelled Reed. But I have not watched the trial, but our mom has been watching it. And she has been giving me the rundown. And she is on the final verdict or whatever now.
Oh, okay. So apparently she killed her boyfriend.
Well, spoilers.
However, I'm about to say what her case is about. Is what I'm going to say. Because I don't know. However, she was found guilty of operating under the influence and sentenced to 1 year probation. The first trial ended in a hung jury. The Reed trial focused on whether Reed hit her boyfriend with her car and left him to die, or if he was beating and his injuries were staged. Golly, how bad was he?
So, our mom has been watching it. Mm-hmm. She has heard the testimony from the defense and the prosecution. So Karen Reed's people and then the cops' people, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is more evidence saying that Karen is guilty and that Karen is not guilty and the cops are more guilty. Because her boyfriend was a cop. And he was around a bunch of other cops.
Wait, so the guy that she hit or supposedly hit with the car, whatever, was a cop?
Yeah. Which was her boyfriend. And listen.
Okay.
No, wait, say your thing.
No, I had a theory, even though I don't really know.
I have a theory.
So, what if she was with some of the other cop friends or the boyfriend, and they were having a thing going on, and then they were like, let's figure out how to get him out of the equation.
No.
No, that didn't happen?
No.
What happened?
Okay. So the cop that we think may have been the one to kill this man or take this man's juice or whatever.
Oh, so you think another cop was involved?
Yes. So
okay.
The man that got hit with the car, he was very much a ladies' man.
Okay.
In the way of almost every woman in that town they were in had been with him.
Okay.
So, and the theory is, what everybody is thinking, is that this guy has been with some of the other cops and law enforcement and firefighters and all that, has been with some of their wives. And the cop that we think is the one who did this was flirting with Karen, but Karen shut it down.
Did she say that though, or
there was a lot of testimony saying that? That Karen shut it down. That Karen didn't have a whole lot of interest in that. And then there's video of John, I think this man's name is, the one who passed, of John.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Of John and the other cop getting into a little scuffle. But there's no audio to it, so we don't know. But they got into a scuffle. So anyway, they were at a bar. John, Karen, and a bunch of other cops, they were at a bar. And they were going to leave an after party at this cop's house. So they go, all this and that. And I don't know the entire story. But the theory is that this one cop beat John real bad. Really bad.
Okay.
But it was just a fist fight, just men throwing punches. He's mad because this guy got with his girl and this guy also messed with his wife or something. It's a whole thing. And then, so the thing that ultimately killed John was an impact.
Injuries.
Was an impact right here at the base of the skull. And they said that happened after Karen hit him with his car going like 15 miles an hour. Hardly. Hit him with his car and he flung into another yard. That's what was said.
Oh, wait, so I'm confused.
But, confusion? What?
Because I just don't know the story. So, okay, you're saying that she turned down this one guy. Okay, so the one guy that she turned down or refused or whatever, was he the one that supposedly like hit him or whatever? Okay, if that's the case, I don't know. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, okay, if she's is she like denying? What is she saying in court? I guess it's not.
I don't know what she's saying in court.
Because like, if she's protecting these other policemen, like she knows what really happened.
She's not. She's actually going. Well, she didn't testify for herself. Because sometimes it's in the best interest of the defendant to not testify. Because the second they do that, prosecution's going to hang them. And when prosecution is the one that's framing her, it's bad. And her lawyer knows what happened. Her lawyer knows for sure. And I'm going to get into that in a second.
How's her lawyer know?
I'm about to get into it. So,
okay, get into it.
Anyway, the theory that a lot of us have is that, thank you, is that, while John and this other guy were getting into that fight, John shoves him.
Okay.
Or not John, but the cop shoves John. John hit something. And then that's what did it. Because
really,
John had
like an accident.
The killing was an accident. The framing was not. So, But the reason we say that is because John did not have injuries consistent with somebody backing into him with their car at snail speed.
All right, so how did that come about? How did it come about that, she hit her husband with her car?
Because...
Or boyfriend. Were they married?
I don't think so.
Boyfriend.
I don't think so. 2 reasons. One, Karen did have a busted taillight in her car from where she hit the back of John's car one time. There's video evidence of that. That is how there's a busted taillight in her car.
So she is with a cop, busted her taillight, and never got it fixed. And that light, the number one thing you get pulled over for.
The light can still work, but the glass will be broke. Because my truck was like that for a while. But, and then the other reason is when she hit the back of John's car, she got out of her car and started going, oh my gosh, did I hit John? Because John wasn't in the car with her. Now, that's something we don't have an answer to. Why was he not in the car with her? We have no idea. But we're going to have to shove that aside because we don't know.
Wait. I don't know. This whole thing is confusing.
It is. It is.
Well, I feel like there's just so much to the story. I just literally don't know anything about it. This is like my very first time hearing anything.
I know a little something about it, but I haven't been keeping up with it the way that I wish I could. So all that happens. And the theory is that John was inside of that house with the other cops.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the fight started.
Mm-hmm.
That's when that one cop shoved John.
Okay.
He hit his head. They moved the body. And the reason they can't prove if they moved the body or not is because there was a giant blizzard that night. So they moved the body right as the snow was starting to fall. They didn't find him for like 2 days, I think, because the snow was so thick.
But I thought the girl was with him at this party thing.
She was, but she ended up leaving. That's when she backed up into his car.
Yeah, why did they drive 2 separate vehicles?
They didn't, which is, yes, they did. They did. I don't know why they drove 2 separate vehicles.
That would be my first question.
I don't know. I haven't watched the trial. All I know is the big details. I don't know the little details.
And then you go to a party, but you leave separate? Why aren't you leaving together?
Because there is a video of John and that other guy getting into a scuffle. So maybe she left because she was like, this is insane. So she leaves. And she comes back later with, keep up with me, the cop that we think murdered John. I got to give him a name. We'll call him Carter.
Okay.
So Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Carter has a wife we'll name Emma.
Okay.
So, and then they have a dog. We'll name him Jerry.
Okay, he's relevant in the story?
The dog is relevant.
Okay.
So, Carter and Emma, they are the ones who own the house where the party was at and where they ultimately found John's body. So, Karen comes back with Emma's sister 2 days later to look for John because Karen's like, well, maybe John has just been hiding. I don't know. The last place I saw John was here. So where's John?
Well, it's according if they had an argument or not.
I don't know.
Like an argument when they left or whatever.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know all those details. I'm just telling you what I do know.
Okay, tell me.
So, Karen comes back with Emma's sister.
Okay.
Her sister, okay? And Emma and her sister are real close. Emma sees a body in her sister's yard.
In her sister's yard?
Yes, this is her sister's yard. Or no, the sister finds the body in Emma's yard.
It's just in the front of the yard?
Well, the snow's melted and they can see an arm. They can see that there's a body. They can see that there's a body.
Hold on, first of all. Okay, if the body was in Emma's yard, you telling me that's the cop, right? That's his wife?
Yeah, this is Carter's wife.
Me if these cops did this thing that they were so stupid enough to leave the body just in the middle of the snow.
I'm getting into it.
They gotta be smarter than that.
I'm getting into it. Hold on.
Okay.
Because this is where the framing happens. So, Emma's sister sees a body in Emma's yard. Now, if you were coming to my home to check on me, I'm with my husband, I'm with my children, I'm with my dog, and you saw a body in my yard. Hold on.
Okay.
And this is a guy that you know. You're not friends with him, but you know that he's in my circle, right? You saw this man's body in my yard. Would your first instinct be to go, is my sister okay?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd go in the house or something.
Yeah. To see if I'm first thing would be, is my sister okay? Second thing would be, did you do it?
Yeah. Like, I'd probably be like, what?
You would come check on me.
What happened?
You would come check on me, right? Because, oh my gosh, this woman never entered her sister's house. The sister never went into Emma's house. Never went to check on her sister.
Emma's sister?
Yes, Emma. We'll call her Anna.
Okay, are you telling me Anna probably already knew what went down and she helped this friend of hers look for her own husband when she knew that he was gone?
Yes,
That's a snake.
Risk. If I saw a body in your yard, I'm coming in there. I'm checking on you. I'm checking on my niece. I'm checking on my brother-in-law. I want to make sure y'all good, because what happened? And the next thing I'm doing is, why'd y'all do that? Probably valid if y'all did. Probably valid. But y'all ain't that dumb to leave a body in the yard.
No.
So, sister never checks on Anna. Anna doesn't care. She's like, whatever. And Karen is freaking out. And so Karen goes, search up hypothermia. Like, is it hypothermia that's wrong with him? Did he pass out drunk and now he's hypothermic? Because blizzard. There's a blizzard.
Okay, that's valid.
There's a blizzard. Yeah. So Karen is genuinely like, oh my gosh.
Wait, so was she with Anna when they saw the body?
Yes. Karen and...
so the sister froze. That's why she didn't go inside, because she didn't know what to do. She froze because she's like, oh, heck, what do we do now?
So Karen is asking Anna to search up hypothermia. Emma and Carter and their dog, Jeff, still in the house. They ain't came out yet.
Do they know that though?
Anna has not gone in the house yet. So Karen tells Anna, search up hypothermia. Just hypothermia. This woman searches, how long does it take to die in the cold? Why is that what you would search?
Well, I don't know. Okay, but let's think about it like this. What if she didn't know anything and she honestly was just freaked out? And, like maybe that was her first thought. Like, oh my gosh, he's been in the snow, and like the wife is over there like, oh my God, like maybe we can still save him. But then she's over there like, no, he's gone.
I guess. But her search history was, can you die in the snow? How long does it take to die in the snow?
Oh, it was like different search.
Yeah, it was like things that kind of make you go, huh.
She had to know.
She had to.
Because I mean, unless you just absolutely hate your sister, if you did now, you got to tell.
I was about to say, like, even my other sister, we don't get along, but if I saw a body in her yard, I'm going to go check on her. Like, girl, are you good?
Yeah.
Because that's wild to see a body in somebody's yard and just...
Yeah.
Like, I'm leaving my friend behind. She can deal with her dead whatever. Her situationship. I'm going to go check on my family. But that's wild. So they think that...
Well, again, though, if they've been known that this guy was whatever, and then they just see him in the yard, like, I guess it would make sense why she didn't just run straight into her sister's house, because she already knew this guy has been missing or gone for days.
Right. I don't know. It's weird. But they think that
She had to know.
So, now I'm going to get into the dog. Little old Jeffy Jeff here.
No, did he die?
I don't know. But they found bite marks on...
Oh, yeah, he was eating the man.
No, he wasn't eating him. They just found bite marks. And they couldn't figure out if it was human or dog. The coroner, who's best friends with all the cops, couldn't figure out if it was human or dog bites.
Oh.
Yeah. Along with other injuries, like he had bruising on his face that they said was from a taillight of a sedan.
Now, how do they know?
Of a sedan. They had scratches on his arm from the taillight of a sedan. Well, your daughter stands taller than a sedan.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way that could have gotten on his face and arm. But I digress. So anyway, this dog, this was a family dog, like Jimbo level dog.
Yeah.
Staple of the family.
Mm-hmm.
The day after John went missing, they got rid of the dog and they moved house. Like they started getting ready to move the day after. So they got rid of the dog.
Did they put them on stand?
I don't know. But the judge knows. The judge knows what happens because the judge is paying a lot of favor to the prosecution.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she pardons the prosecution a lot.
Yeah.
She hears them out more than she does the defense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the, what's it called? The head guy for, like, sheriff's office and stuff. Not the sheriff, but, Commissioner, thank you. The commissioner pulled Carter aside.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get pulled aside by the commissioner unless you're in trouble. But it was said that the commissioner was telling him how to handle this case. Why else would he tell him how to handle this case? Unless the commissioner knew that Carter did this. And it became a domino effect where Carter had the other cops cover for him.
Yeah.
Cops had their sheriff cover for them. Sheriff has the commissioner cover for him. Commissioner has the judge cover. Judge has the mayor cover.
The whole thing itself doesn't make sense because they were at a party full of people. There had to be witnesses about whatever happened. Like, okay, if she hit his car or supposedly hit him while she was leaving the party, there would have to be witnesses. Like, you know, like, I don't know. The whole thing does not make sense.
So, do you want to know what the verdict was?
Or witnesses of the fight. Like,
do you want to know what the verdict was?
What was the verdict?
They had already gone to court one time, but it had a hung jury.
Yeah.
Which is basically like one of them said, no, she's not guilty. So they had to redo the whole thing.
Yeah.
This time, she was found not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually the closing arguments from the defense that made the jury go, he's not guilty. Because the defense started to basically let it out that he knows something. That he knows Karen did not do this.
Yeah.
Because he was like, we never questioned this or that or this. Like, y'all haven't looked at this. Y'all haven't looked at this guy. Y'all haven't looked at this cop. And that the defense's closing argument was basically him going, the cops did this.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes in the story. Yeah.
And he wasn't covering it up either. He said it, essentially. So now I think they're about to have another trial investigating the cops who were there that night. Like, actually investigating them. Because the lead investigator of this...
You know, really, though, that's her own fault. Yeah, I mean, you're just telling me this man dies. You can't hide him no better than just putting his body in the snow.
Well, see, that's why they framed Karen, because remember, Karen hit John's car. And Karen was like, oh no, did I hit John? So they were like, oh, let's use that. Let's just say that she hit him with a car. The marks on this man's body, it looks like he got the beat out of him.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I don't know.
Rough.
That's an odd one to me.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
That poor man.
And they have the P. Diddy trial going on now. But they don't have that one with video. It's only audio and then like those oil paintings.
I felt like that one's real tricky because I feel like there's a lot of other celebrities that were really involved in that stuff, and they're keeping their names safe.
Kendrick Lamar and Eminem and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and what's that other guy's name?
If Snoop Dogg, he was supposed to be in it?
No.
I'm about to say, I don't see him doing that.
These people were telling us what was happening. But see, they couldn't say it outright because, you know, almost every rapper that we listen to, almost.
Yeah.
Like they're this part and that part.
Yeah.
So the reason they can't say it out loud is because of they'll come after their families and stuff.
See, I don't really get all that.
I don't really get it either.
I really think it's more about their reputation than anything.
That too. But I do know that Eminem one time, somebody said that he was good friends with P. Diddy, and Eminem was like, no. You ever say that again?
There was something about Justin Bieber one time.
Beaver?
Justin Bieber. Ain't that his name? Oh, Bieber. I tried to casually say like that was nice.
So what about Justin Bieber?
Oh my gosh. People talk about him and Selena Gomez being together all the time, but I swear, I don't remember that era in my life. Like, I do not remember them.
I did not know they were together. I only remember him and Haley.
Yeah, but I don't remember them being a couple thing.
Me either.
Oh, Selena Gomez and her little sister are so cute. Do you watch her TikTok?
I see clips.
She includes her little sister in everything.
They're so cute, dude. But no, the whole thing with Justin Bieber is that P. Diddy.
Demi Lovato got married. And they had matching cups.
Had what now?
Matching cups.
Demi Lovato got married for real?
Mm-hmm. That woman's been through it.
She has been through it.
Yeah.
Have you seen her interviews about her time at Camp Rock? On the Camp Rock set? She was high on coke that entire time. She doesn't even remember filming it.
And see, she was so young.
Did she marry a man or a woman?
A man.
Okay.
I don't know his name though.
Is she? I thought she was gay.
I don't think so.
Who is that? I've never heard of this guy.
Let me see.
Jordan Jutes Lutz. Okay. You know what? That's very funny what he did with his name.
Yeah. I don't know, but they got married.
What's her face from Twilight got married? Kristen Stewart.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell her that it's me. Is that the one that was with Edward? Is that girl?
Yeah.
She's always been like an odd actor to me.
I like her. But yeah, she got married to, who is that woman? Dylan Mayer.
Oh, okay. She got married to a woman.
Yeah. You didn't know?
I didn't know.
You know, there's always things of people thinking that other popular people are gay and stuff like that. And there's one that I thought was gay for the longest time. I thought Halsey and Pink were gay.
Is that one person?
No, Halsey is one singer, Pink is another singer.
Oh.
I thought they were.
I don't know who Halsey is. That makes me think of the cough drops. Tell me you don't think of that when you hear that name.
Halsey?
Yeah, Hall's cough. Ain't it called Hall's cough drop?
Yeah, I guess, but
who names their child that? Or that's like her pretend name?
No, that's her. No, that's her pretend name. But I thought she was queer for the longest time, and she's not. She's straight.
I can kind of see it.
But Pink, I for real thought that woman.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know.
But you know what? That's what you get.
She would be a mom to a lot of kids.
She is a mom.
How many kids?
Oh, I lied. She's not a mom.
Oh.
Never mind. Anyway.
Well.
But, you know, I guess that's what you get for assuming.
Oh, you know an actor that I think is good but doesn't get enough recognition? JJ off of Criminal Minds. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like
her name is AJ in real life.
AJ.
Yeah, it's AJ in real life. AJ Cook.
Yeah, but she's JJ in the show.
AJ Cook.
Okay, that's her real name?
I'm like 99% sure.
It might be.
Watch me be talking about somebody completely different.
Oh, her poor husband. Well, not in real life, but in the show.
Spoiler.
Fake.
Spoiler.
Well, I mean, if you ain't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. But I am trying to get into college. So that's not my fault. I'm trying really hard to.
Wow.
Oh, I about said something. Thank you. That's AG. Yeah, AJ Cook.
Yeah, to me, she's a really good actor.
I can't believe I remember that. I have not watched Criminal Minds in forever. Spencer.
Oh, he came back
so close to my heart.
Star.
He's so close to my heart. I love him.
He has like that nerdy, cute look.
Yeah. You know who my favorite in that entire show was, though? Garcia.
Yeah, kinda.
No, I loved Garcia. And I think it's because me and her have like the same vibe, the same energy.
Y'all do.
I really liked Garcia.
Yeah, I think she's a good actor.
You know who else is an underrated actor? His name was right on the tip of my tongue. He played in those, oh my gosh, he was in X-Men.
I haven't watched any of that, so I don't know.
Yes,
not like the full X-Men movie.
Oh, I was about to say, I used to watch it all the time. But, okay, wait, have you seen that movie Split?
Oh my gosh, that guy. I thought about him too.
That guy is so underrated.
He really deserves something because is that the one where he had like all the different personalities?
Yes.
And, like, the girl, like
James McAvoy.
Yeah.
James McAvoy.
He's a really good actor if you ask me.
He definitely is. He was in that movie Speak No Evil. Oh,
I don't know if I've seen
that was disgusting.
It was like a scary movie.
Yeah. But it was so disturbing. It was so freaking disturbing. Like, it made me go, oof, the entire time. But no, it was good. He was good in X-Men too. He played a great Charles Xavier.
Oh, that's who he was?
Yeah. Yeah, he was young Charles Xavier. He was also in the It movies.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He was in Deadpool too. Yeah, he was. He had a little cameo. Yeah, he's really good too. And then that guy from the Rob Zombie movies. Well, you won't even know who I'm talking about at that point.
No, I don't know.
But he's a good actor because he can. I can't remember his name, but he makes everything just so much more creepy because he has this really creepy smile. And it just kind of makes you go, mm-mm.
Every time I hear the word smile, it makes me think of that movie Smile. I swear, that woman, that was something.
That woman was a good actor.
Yeah, when like they're in that room and she's like the therapist or whatever, and then it's just like, ew.
No. No.
Like, you can't tell me that just your body. Like,
it was weird. Or odd.
Yeah.
It was an odd movie. But it didn't give me the heebie-jeebies, you know? Like, there are other movies that, like, for real make me go, mm-mm. But that one just didn't. But also, I'm so desensitized.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching horror movies since I was young. Like, really young.
Yeah.
So I'm just so desensitized to it.
That's sad.
I didn't have a lot of adult supervision.
Well, that's more sad than I would tell you.
But what about that new Final Destination movie? What did you think of that?
It could have been better. It was okay, but I feel like it could have been way better.
A penny? You're telling me all these movies started because a woman stole a penny from a kid?
Yeah, it could have been a lot better if you ask me.
That was wild.
Wild.
What?
Wild. No, what was wild is how they just got slammed dunk by the law. Like, I mean, splattered all across the road. That was wild.
What was wild was when the guy got sucked into the MRI machine through his piercings.
You know that really had hurt, guys.
I think it was the one piercing that hurt the most. That was wrong. That was wrong.
The fact that he literally gave his brother the reaction at his brother's time while he's gonna suck through the MRI.
If you're not that much of a G, sorry, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, well, I think that's all that we have to talk about today. What do you think?
Yep, I've got nothing else. Nothing new going on with me. What's new with you?
That's not surprising. Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, the end of our first episode. Peace out. What do we do? Peace out.